In the last lecture, you learned how to import and analyze the best days for you to post your content to really maximize engagement. And you got the time and day of the week to really send out your next email campaign in order to do that. Now, in this lecture, you're going to learn about campaign tagging. This is an important thing that you can do to really improve the acquisition data accuracy. Essentially, just improving the accuracy of your data within Google Analytics so you can track the performance of your marketing campaigns. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need to improve the tracking of my marketing campaigns? You might be thinking, okay, we've looked at acquisition, we've looked at the source medium reports, so surely I can see everything that I need to see here. And that is true to a degree. The source medium report is great for identifying which marketing channels are working, but what it's not so good at showing you is what tactics within those marketing channels are really working. For example, if you wanted to understand on Twitter, and let me just log into Twitter here. If you wanted to understand how many people came to your website from posting this one link here, you could not understand that easily by just looking at the source medium report. If you wanted to understand how many people clicked through to my website from my Udemy profile or whatever other online profile you have, that's very hard to identify without campaign tagging. If you want to understand for your Facebook page how many people clicked through to my website from Facebook when I posted this content there, that is very hard to identify without campaign tagging. So that's why you would want to use campaign tagging. It really helps you identify down to the individual post, individual link, how those are performing, how those are sending visitors to your site. And there is a special place for all this information in the acquisition section here. It's here under campaigns. And if I click on this, you can see some of the examples that I've done. Individual emails, individual Twitter videos, individual links, individual posts on Facebook, etc. So how do you make this happen? How can you fill up your campaign data and really get this granular view of what is working for your marketing? What you really need to do is open up the URL builder. You can just type that into Google, and what you're going to see here is the URL builder from Google Analytics. Now I'm going to explain how campaign tagging works using this tool. This is free to do, it's free to access. But then what I'm going to show you is the template that I've put together for you here. This can just really automate this process for you, so you don't have to come into this URL builder every single time. But I think to explain the process, this is probably the easiest place to start. So this is the URL builder. You can generate custom campaign parameters for your advertising URLs. So what does that really mean there, campaign parameters? What it means is you're going to add little extra pieces of information to the links that you really post on Twitter, the link that you post on your profile, the link that you post on Facebook, etc. So you're not just going to put in the individual link, you're going to actually add some extra information. So let's get straight into it. I think this example will bring it to life. So let's say that I want to promote this individual page, CompleteDigitalMarketingCourse.com/Google Analytics audit. So let's say that I'm going to promote this out in an email, and I want to see how many people come to this page from that email. What I can first do is put in the landing page, the destination, really where they're going to be going. Next thing that I can do is really put in the source. You can put in Facebook here, you can put in Twitter, you can put in something like Udemy, really the source where these visitors are going to be. And then what you can put in next is really the medium. So they're going to be coming through on email. So you need to put in the source and medium, and you also need to put in the campaign name. So I might put in the date, something like 27 July, let's say 2016. And then what you do is really generate the URL. So this is the link that you would paste into your email if you wanted to track specifically how many visitors came to your site from there. You can see that there are extra bits of information added to this link. It's not just the landing page, which is / Google Analytics Audit. You have this extra information here that says the source, that says the medium, that says the campaign, and all of that extra information will be picked up by Google Analytics and put into the appropriate source, medium, and also show up here the campaign name in this section here. So that is really how it works. Now, I've put together a spreadsheet for you here. Once again, you just want to press File, make a copy to make a copy for yourself. I've left in some of the examples that I've done here. You can put in the date. You can also then just put in the landing page URL where you're really sending people, put in the medium, put in the source, and then put in the campaign name, and that generates it automatically for you there. So for example, I'm just going to delete this one and do it again. You can see that if you typed in email, that gets added here at the end, and then you put in, say, Udemy, and then you put in whatever date you want to put in there. And the way that you get this link is to click on that, click this open to make sure that it's working. And now this is the link that you will hyperlink in your email, that you will put on your Facebook page, that you will put on your Twitter, etc. So that is campaign tagging. It is a very useful process to track the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns down to the post level, down to the link level, and not just seeing the marketing channel in general, how it is performing. So I would encourage you to make a copy of this spreadsheet. You can use it as you like, and I think you're going to find that very useful, especially to when you come into Google Analytics to look at your all campaigns and seeing how they all stack up against each other. Okay, so that really wraps up the acquisition part of our Google Analytics audit. We are now, if we tick this off, let's see how much we've completed. We're 72% of the way complete. And in the next lecture, we're going to be really getting into the behavior part of our Google Analytics account. We're going to close down Analytics, open up behavior. Some very interesting reports here about what people do when they get to our site. What is their behavior? So we're going to kick that off in the next lecture, looking at the landing reports. I look forward to seeing you there.